Have you just run something over?
Just a warning noise to tell you you're on full lock.
Yeah, that's a safety feature.
Edit that out.
You're crunching it!
Well, it's still standing.
Exactly, there's nothing wrong with it. Shush. We can edit that bit out. May.
What was that again? Uh-oh, something's wrong. Can you try again?
Edit that out.
To whom shall I send it?
May. To try and stop the producers endlessly filming the boring oil spill, James started the test.
Do your worst.
Now, a lot of people do like to turn up and watch cars being washed around Solihull and Shirley.
Edit that out.
Got another thought's just popped into my head about how like the cat in Shrek 2 you look like. I said that out loud as well, didn't I? Wait, edit, no. Sorry. It's okay, we can edit all that out and we'll go and do the news. Here's what we must do. We must get it out of the lock. And then we'll get a tow, and then we can edit all of this out.
Harley again.
Yeah, but that's rubbish.
No, that's the movies. We all expect that.
This car will never work. It's not plausible. You can't edit your way out of that.
Just let me get in the edit suite and work some magic. You won't believe it.
No. No, I'm totally stuck. Oh, yeah. You will be able to edit this out, won't you? I don't want people thinking I'm fat. Now I know what it's like to be Richard Hammond. Thanks, chaps. But we can edit that out.
I can't look at it.
As you like. But we edit this show and we're British, so you'll just get cut out.
So there we are, we're all in agreement that the Royal Air Force is better than the US Air Force. Did you kick that girl in the crotch?
Yes, I did.
I was actually in her crotch. We could edit that out. Can I just ask? Whoa, can I just ask?
You sprayed my helmet.
You shot one of my testicles. Oh, I see that helmet. That was, I admit, a mistake, but you should see what has been achieved here. Because when we put this under ultraviolet light...
Can we edit the spin out?
Yes, we can edit that out.
You promise?
It's not soccer, it's football that we play!
Who says that? 6.75 billion people in the world call it football.
Anyway, look, you can moan and shout all you like. The fact is, we're British and we edit this show and you'll just get cut out.
They told me the first lap didn't count.
Yes.
And that's why I didn't hit the finish line.
We can edit out that excuse.
I love the idea of a Formula One driver.
Yeah. Oh no, we broke the windows! For God's sake! We've actually broken the windscreen.
Yes, you have.
Made a complete horse's arse of that.
We can edit this out. Nobody need know this has happened. In 3, 2, 1, go!
It's got stuck in the
You
car.
stupid idiot.
Well,
what tape have you used?
It didn't cut it.
What happened?
Sorry, Brian.
Just you back up, Brian, back up. We'll edit this out. Edit this out. Did anyone think of a car that's been named after a fish? Oh, no, it's a... Yeah.
There's
a lot.
a stingray.
So stingray, yes. Barracuda. Manta.
Isn't it amazing how all cars are named after fish?
Yeah, we can edit...
It's an astonishing thing.
We can edit all that other stuff out. Yeah, the audience knows a lot more than we do. That's basically what we're talking about. I had completely forgotten about the Barracuda. Plymouth Barracuda, yeah, and the Opel. Yes, absolutely. Now, your tail going nicely. Oh, bollocks. It didn't. I may have slightly got that wrong, but we can edit that out and cut to this, and it looks good. I still can't believe that Switzerland banned motor racing because of an accident in another country.
Yeah, it's like Britain banning railways because a train crashed in India.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like America invading Iraq because some Saudi Arabians destroyed the World Trade Center. Did I say that out loud?
That came out.
Did I?
That came out as sound.
Did you? Well, never mind, we can edit it out.
Look, it's in the back.
Wait a minute. Didn't Porsche say a while back they were never going to make another 911 Turbo?
Actually, they did in the 90s. They did say that. Yes.
Exactly. So not only are they crap engineers, they're liars.
Oh, hang on. You cannot level crap engineers at Porsche.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. They haven't evolved. They had one idea and then they just produce it for year after year after year. I mean, you've got to move on. Look at this show. Maybe we can edit that out.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll edit that out.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, and yes. So what you're saying is Porsche had an idea and stuck with it.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I respect them for that.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to proper news, shall we?
Something else.
Yeah. Oh, now, yes.
We must move on because it is now time to do the news.
Yes, and we begin with the government's attitude to speed limits.
You did that last week.
I did it last week and the week before and the week before that, and every single week the producers have edited it out.
Yeah, they have.
But this week I have a cunning plan to make sure it stays in.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Bear with me. Okay, you know, earlier on this year, the government said they were thinking of upping the motorway speed limit to 80 miles an hour, yes? Well, the new Transport Minister, Patrick McLaughlin, recently announced that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Which is a blessed relief.
What? Why?
Because, if you think about it, OK, if he'd upped the speed limit to 80, he would, to keep the Daily Mail happy and all of the road safety charities, he would have had to say, right, we're having more police patrols, more speed cameras, more drones with more Hellfire missiles to make sure people stick to 80, which is 15 miles an hour slower than we all drive now.
No, you're absolutely right. People on the motorway drive at 95 miles per hour. And yet, I think I'm right in saying that British motorways are the safest roads in Europe, statistically.
They are indeed. They are indeed. Now, I did an experiment to prove my 95 mile an hour point this morning. I drove down the motorway here, OK, at exactly 70.
Well, don't you always drive down the motorway at exactly 70? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes, I do. No, I don't. No. I usually drive slower than that.
Do you?
But for my experiment, I sped up to 70. OK? Drove for 15 miles at 70. Guess how many cars overtook me?
Well, I'm guessing quite a few.
103.
That was all of them.
All of them, exactly. So, thank you very much, Mr. McLaughlin, for maintaining the 70 mile an hour speed limit, because that means we can all carry on doing 95. And that's the end of the news.
What, is it?
Can't edit that out, can they?
Oh, I see what you did. It's the only thing in it. Yeah, that works. It's got to go in. It's good. Well done.
And now we must move on to something else they can't edit out, because, as I'm sure we're all aware, OK, Britain has started flooding quite often these days.